talking to Rikard Ekberg, vocalist and guitarist from the band Eleine. Rikard, welcome to Rock Mania. It's a pleasure for us.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
The album We Shall Remain. What can you say about this work?
My friend, I can actually say we did release it July 14th, 6 days ago. Yes. So it is the hopes were high before the release, and when the release came, it was just wow. It was such a great response, and it's been really positive and almost overwhelming how much everyone listens to every track, and not just like the singles, but every track is appreciated, and that's amazing.
And you are on tour now?
No, right now I'm actually at home. We did get back from a North American tour around a month ago, I believe. Time goes very fast. It's either a month or a month and a half ago. But right now we're in Sweden, and later this year we will go out in Europe as support to the Swedish band Pain, and also we're supporting Ensiferum. So that's going to be really cool.
It's amazing. And in Rock Mania, we like to back in time. How did the band start?
Oh my God, how did the band start? So, well, Madeline and I, we founded the band in 2014 because we both saw that we both wanted the same thing. And that was to make metal that empowers.
How do you see the evolution of the band, the fans around the world?
Oh, wow. Great question. I mean, from the start, there was no one. I mean, there was nothing. And it was that for a while, quite quickly, people started to connect with our music. And through that connection, we evolved our music to what you hear today. Actually, the previous album, Dancing in Hell, that's when we really found ourselves in our own music. And We Shall Remain is an evolution from that. It's heavier, but it has a certain vibe of empowerment that really has the roots from the beginning of Eleine. So the evolution has it's been very natural. And from the start, there was no one, then there were a few, and now we are many.
The first album, what can you say about this first work?
Wow. Oh my God, I haven't talked about the first album in so long. I would say it was the start, it was the beginning of it all, where you tried out different things and you had this and that. And the cool part, I think, is that you hear certain things that are a thread through the entire timeline. If you look at songs like Death Incarnate, how you can hear reminiscence of that throughout the entire discography going forward, because there was something. So I would say that Eleine, the debut album, it was the real start of it all, the real start of a journey to meet so many people without seeing them, to connect with so many people without talking to them. And that is powerful. That is really powerful. The Eleine Legion. It's amazing.
So in 2018, the album Until the End, what to say about this album?
So Until the End is where we really like, I feel that the evolution from the debut album to Until the End was very big. Sorry, my cat.
Hello. What is the name of the cat?
Her name is Diesel.
Diesel.
And yeah, it was such a big step from Eleine to Until the End. And I believe that is because we were out playing our music. We really got into the vibe of what we were. And that became, until the end, speaking deeper, speaking more of the things that you actually hear even more of today. So that was a deeper step into Eleine.
The next album, Dancing in Hell, in 2020. It's
Yes.
an important album for you too.
Hugely important. Up until that point, like when that album came out, it was the most important album to us. And it also became the most successful album in our discography at the time. And as I said before, we really found ourselves in Dancing in Hell, our vibe. We started our groove, you know? So, I mean, that was a pivotal album to release. It was hard. It was a very challenging album to actually perform, to record, and to write. But, you know, we did it. And yeah, it's powerful. A lot of empowerment in that album.
Have you already played in Brazil?
No, we haven't. No. We're looking forward to it, though. We want to come over.
No?
I don't know right now. I can't tell you right now. We want to come. We want to come over. Definitely.
What did you heard about our country of Brazil?
I've heard that the appreciation for music, especially for metal, is huge. And when I hear that someone appreciates music and art, that really speaks to me, because I also appreciate art and music, of course. So, I mean, we've heard about the immense energy that comes from the Brazilian audience, and that is something we want to experience.
How was your beginning in music?
I don't know, man. It's became very natural to just go into it because I had a certain way of expressing myself through entertainment. And I'm quick to learn instruments. I'm self-taught. I taught myself guitar, drums, orchestral arrangements, and stuff like that. The only thing I went to take lessons for was piano, but they wanted to teach me how to read notes, and I still can't do that. So, I mean, I just like to play the piano, I guess. I don't know. But it spoke to me, and that is how I entered this. It just felt right. That is what we always come down to. Even now, if it feels right, then it's got something. You got to explore that something. If it is something real, got to do it. You got to do it.
In Sweden, do you have fans in your country too?
Yes, we do. So the Swedish fan base is very, very cool. I mean, to me, as a Swedish person, coming from nothing to having the Eleine Legion also in Sweden, it's hard to grasp. We are very honored. We say that our fans are everything, because without our fans, there would be no band. Right? And without the band, there would be no fans. So it's a two-way street. It really is. And we are so grateful for every last person. Really are.
Like you to talk about REM Duo.
Sure. So RM Duo was a cover duo that Madeline and I had to make money, to live of music. And that's what we did for a period. And yeah, then Eleine took over. You know, we didn't have more time for it. So since 2014, we've been full-time musicians, whether that meaning playing cover gigs with RM Duo, or as now it's several years ago we did something with that project. So yeah, we are full-time entertainers now. Also, hey, holy shit, we stream on Twitch. Yeah. Both Madeline and I do, and there we talk to our communities. We both perform our songs live on stream also, and just interact on a deeper level with the community, our fans, and also the
Mhm.
expanding Twitch community, which is beautiful. Both Madeline and I do it, and yeah, it's amazing that what we put out, people see as important and valuable, and that is also, once again, I mean, it is the word of this interview, amazing.
Amazing, amazing. And what do you like to do when you are not involved with music?
I've got two cats. Yeah.
Two, two.
Yeah.
Ah,
Two cats.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, um, we work so much. We work so much. So a thing that I have since I was young is that I love video games, and I just don't have the time for it.
Uh-huh.
But on Twitch, I play the video games from my own library with the community. Then I
Ah,
stop,
cool.
and then I play music, and then we talk, and then we play some more video games that I haven't played either, but I have them, but I just don't have time, you know?
Mhm.
But on Twitch I do. So even when I don't work, I work. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. If you could be part of any band in the history of music, in
Hmm?
an imaginary world, which band would be and why?
Oh man. But then, you know, I would just fuck it up, you know? If I join a band that is cool to me, then I would just make it not cool. You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
I would probably just be a big fan if I didn't have Elaine. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That is my
Uh-huh.
answer. If I can
Uh-huh.
be, I would be in Elaine.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. You would be there with me. That's what I would do. You would be there with me. You and me. Yes.
And the name of the band, Eleine from Madeleine, no?
Yes. Actually,
Yes?
it is true. It is from
Mhm.
the name Madeline, because Madeline had something already with the name Elaine, and we said we looked at other names. We really did, and didn't feel right. You know, we looked at odd wordings and mysterious names or whatnot, but just felt like, you know, it's been done.
Uh-huh.
We were like, hey, you got that name. You're the lead singer. You're the front woman. So it's a good thing. It's a good name. It rolls off the tongue. Let's go.
Mhm.
Play.
Another imaginary question.
Sure.
It's if you needed to live inside the cover art of an album of
Wow.
the story of music, which would be and why? A cover art.
Wow. I suck at cover art. Oh my God. I only know ours, and I know Rush Fly By Night because there's a big owl.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Fuck. Um, oh my God. Let's say Nirvana Bleach because that looks like a good time.
Uh-huh. Boy.
Looks like that looks like a really good gig. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I've always said that good music is good music, regardless of genre. Regardless of genre. I like some pop songs, I like jazz
Mhm.
songs, I like classical songs. Whichever genre there is at least one good song, I'd say. And I got to tell you, when we're talking about Nirvana here, there's a cover band that plays Nirvana tributes that is
Mhm.
called the Buzz Lovers.
Oh,
Okay?
legal. Cool.
Check them out. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I promise you, they are the Nirvana experience
Oh,
today.
I
It's
will check it.
amazing. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. Another crazy question that we do in our Rock Mania.
Yes.
If you could have any superpower, what would be and why a superpower?
The superpower to remember where I put my keys. Right? You know what I mean? I have I have diagnosed ADHD. I was diagnosed when I was in my mid 30s, like 34, 35, with pretty severe ADHD. And at the same time, we laugh about it, but dude, I forget everything all the time, everything. So
Whoa.
I would like
And
the second part to remember.
and the songs in the stage. Whoa,
No, no, luckily they just stick. For some reason they stick, but you know,
no?
other things that are important. So when you that is actually that's a deeper question. If we dive into that, that question has come to me earlier in my life that I really didn't think about until right now. How do you remember what to play and when to play it?
Uh-huh.
It's just there. There are so many out there that have no idea about music. So this is how it feels when you play 15 songs without looking on what to do. It's just there. I can't explain it.
Uh-huh.
But if you think about it, it will disappear.
Uh-huh.
It's it's weird. It is weird. You just have to relax, lean back, and trust the universe to give you the music. You know, it's
Mhm.
because if you think about it, it's going to be gone. Imagine it's like you're drawing a line on a piece of paper. You're drawing the line, drawing the line. You're not thinking of the line over here,
Uh-huh.
right? You're drawing it here because if you think about the line over there, you're going to skip that part and just going to draw it over there. Then you have
Uh-huh.
a big blank spot of nothing. I can say that playing in front of a big audience is very cool. Playing in front of a small audience is very cool. It's all just such an honor to be able to play music and to be able to give that emotion. Of course, a big audience is killer. It's kick
Mhm.
ass. But dude, I can tell you, small audiences. If you're listening here and you're in a band and you play in front of small crowds all the time, do not complain about the small crowds. Enjoy the small crowds because, my friend, if you continue this on and on and on, you will be playing for bigger crowds, and sometimes you will be missing those small crowds because they are
Mhm.
also very, very special.
How born a song of Eleine? You
Hmm?
on guitar, lyrics.
Oh man, that's such a good question because it's different from time to time,
Mm.
but often it starts with riffing.
Mhm.
Um, Often it starts like that, but other times it starts with either me or Madeline has a melody and we build from that. Suffering from the new album We Shall Remain. Suffering was actually started with a melody Madeline had, and that we built the entire song from that.
Mhm.
And other songs like Never Forget, the opening song of the album,
Mhm.
was really just me riffing, you know, just going
Mhm.
at it and entering what we call a flow moment where just everything comes and expands by itself. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's like that. It varies, but often we actually do the lyrics last, uh, because we create what feels right, and we want to feel what the song is about. We know what we want the song to make us feel, but we need to also feel what it is about, because if we feel that, then you can feel that.
Uh-huh.
When we know that, we can write about it.
Mhm.
But then other times it is different, like the song War das alles. That is a German phrase meaning was that all? Was it all? Was that it? Basically. And so we started working on the song as we do with riffs and everything. But Madeline had this poem she wrote in English, but it really didn't feel right to her. So she translated it into Swedish. No, native language could have been good, but no, it didn't feel right. And she really enjoys the German language.
Mhm.
And I have a German heritage. So she wrote it in German, and it was just beautiful, beautiful. And we put that on the chorus of War das alles, and it just, that was game over, man. That was just a perfect fit. So we have certain ways, but we never say that it is only that way. So it's many ways you can create a song.
I get it. Do you have a dream for your life, for band? Do you have a dream?
I have goals. I don't really, I don't know. Like, if you look at it at one viewpoint, we're already living that dream with, I mean, you and I, we're interacting here. If you never went down your path and I never went down my path, we would never connect and talk. And that in itself, since we're having a good time, this is a dream scenario.
True.
Because good times is what we're after in life. We want to remember nice things. We want to learn from difficult things. And I don't know, man. I'd say I have goals, and the goals for Eleine are to play everywhere and be everywhere and connect with everyone.
What your next steps of the band to promote the new album?
So we're gonna play Metal Days in Slovenia, and after that, the week after, we're playing Alcatraz. Both are festivals over in Europe, so it's gonna be very good times because it's the first time we're at those festivals. And this fall we have a big tour coming up where we are supporting Pain and Enzefirum. So, I mean, we're working on getting out there, and we have stuff for next year that I can't really talk about now. Have things coming, and like, we value our fans very, very much. I can tell you a little story real quick that
yes.
Our fans, they call themselves the Eleine Legion. They started that, and we thought that is really cool that they have named themselves the Eleine Legion, and that sounds powerful. Amazing. So that is actually why we created the song We Are Legion. That was our song to our fans, so they can feel that appreciation even more if they didn't know that we really, really love them. And on Patreon, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/Eleine. And we have this Discord server that everyone connects with each other, and we dive in there, we talk, we have different channels and whatnot. If you know Discord, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, check it out. People are connecting, like people from Europe and South and North America and stuff like Australia, people from all over the world who had never met each other if it weren't for the Eleine Legion. And that is them. I mean, that's them. They're building the Legion through positivity, encouragement, and empowerment, but not being naive, but being empowerment. Like, really, it's unity, community, and empowerment. That is what we're writing about also. It's awesome.
I would like to thank you, Rikard, for your time, and maybe one day we can see you here in Brazil. Thank you, my friend.
I would love that. So if we're playing near you, I'll try my best to reach out, but man, if you have your opportunity to come up and say hi, just do it. I want to meet you. All right. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for talking about Eleine, our new album, We Shall Remain, that was out July 14th. Man, I've had such a good time. Thank you so much.